right, Bob and the Showgram. 800-588-0105. Mike did dance. What, was it last year you danced or 4 years ago? Oh, my God.
What was that, like 2007, Faye?
4 years ago. I think it was the beginning of it was the first event they had when they asked us to come shake our booties, huh?
And I was doing the salsa. What were you doing? You were doing
I
the
thought mine was some kind of salsa mix, I think.
Yeah.
My favorite was seeing the picture of Mike, though, and he had all that makeup and he had guy liner on, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
I'm like,
Adam
no,
Lambert.
no matter how much makeup, you're not turning into a Latin lover. I hate to break it to you.
But we were
tried.
so popular, we're both still back 4 years
Exactly.
later.
It's been a lot of fun. It's a great event to be involved with.
We're talking about Dancing Like the Stars, which is going on the 25th at the Southern Women's Show.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, boy, right in front of all those people. Terrific. And Anoop Desai is with us, too. And
Morning.
We'll be talking about everything that you went through and what maybe the kids are going through now. And you got a new album coming out.
I do. Yeah, May 4th.
You'll get into all that. So it seems like this part of the year is just more people trying to do more stuff than the rest of the time. You know, it seems like, I guess it's when the TV show comes on and everybody's thinking about that. And, oh, this is cool, and you're trying to get out because you've been cooped inside all day. But tell us, Faye, about the Dancing Like the Stars and how all that happens, and there's money that goes to it, right?
Right. Yeah. This is in conjunction with the Southern Women's Show, and it is a fundraiser for the National Inclusion Project, which was formed in 2003 by my son, Clay Aiken. And we became a part of this program about 4 years ago when I was asked to dance, and that was kind of a funny deal. But anyway, then they asked me to come back, and I said, well, I'll help you if we can do it for our foundation, because the first year was for another charity.
Yeah.
We do a fundraiser, and we invite local celebrities to come in and dance. This year we have Renee Shue from WRAL. We have Tina Selden, who is the Education Lottery from WRAL. Uh-huh. We have Bill Ray from NBC 17. Uh-huh. We have Scott Fitzgerald from 850, and we have Billy Dukes from WQDR. So those are our celebrities.
Yeah.
And we invite everyone to go on our website, which is inclusionproject.org. Uh-huh. And you can see a video of these celebrities, and you get a chance to go in there and vote. And it's really important that you vote, because the money you do for that is what helps us to provide these programs for our kids with disabilities.
Yeah.
And we try to do programs for education and recreation. We provide training, staff, and scholarships so that these kids can be included with those without disabilities.
Speaking of kids, you have a grandbaby.
I have an adorable grandbaby.
How is Parker?
He's doing super. I got to see him this weekend. He spent some time with his Mimi. And we
Is that what he calls you?
Well, he doesn't call me anything yet.
But that's what you're gunning
He
for,
only
right?
says Moon, so I think he thinks my name's Moon. But when he sees me, he says, Moon.
Can you tell everybody, like, because Clay had something to do with the baby, and explain for those who don't know how everything happened?
Well, okay, I'm not sure I know your question.
Clay had a baby with James Foster.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, explain it.
Clay had a baby with James Foster. They're both wonderful parents. Parker lives here part of the time. He lives in California part of the time.
Yeah.
She's out here a lot, so they have a good relationship.
She is amazing. She's an amazing
She
woman.
is a wonderful woman, and we all love her. Yeah. And when Parker's in school, he's going to go to school out here.
Yeah, is he?
Cool.
He's going to,
in North Carolina, are you sure?
He's going to go to school in North Carolina.
Are you sure?
You're giving a North Carolina education?
I know my
turned out okay.
As a product of the North Carolina public education system,
Yeah, how'd
I think
that go
that's
for you?
great. Yeah. No, awesome. I had a great time here while I was in school.
Yeah. Well, my kids were both educated here, and my son loves this area so much that he wanted his son to be educated in this school district, even though I know sometimes he has some points of views that aren't quite popular.
Yeah.
But yes, in some ways they're very popular, because just depends on who's listening.
So when Clay goes out now, and when you go out with Clay, are you guys still recognized everywhere you go around this area?
Well, he is. We went to the zoo and took the baby to the zoo on Thursday, and a couple of people stopped him there. But as far as myself, they don't bother me as much. And I'm sure Anoop's mother got a lot of it, too. But I couldn't, for a while there, I couldn't go anywhere that didn't take me 2 or 3 hours to get through it. But it's getting better, and people quit driving by my house and pulling the grass up. So.
Yeah.
That's always a plus. Always a plus.
They could have gotten the weeds. That would have been better.
I know. Faye, here's something that, and I noticed this last night, and I thought, oh, Faye's coming tomorrow, so I'm going to ask. So, you can tell me, you can be open with me and tell me, shut up, I'm being
Okay.
stupid. But
She's like, trust me, I'm used to it.
Reba McEntire looks like Clay's sister.
Yeah, are you sure you and Clay Aiken or you and Reba McEntire aren't related?
I was last night, honestly.
I have been told that I look like her in some ways, but maybe that's why my son does, but I don't see the resemblance, I wish I had her looks and her money. That would be great. And her talent.
Yeah, I was watching it last night. I'm like, some bitch looks just exactly like Reba. I don't know, whatever. All right, Anoop, first of all, let's talk about the stuff that you want to talk about, which is you got a new album coming out?
I do. It's called All Is Fair, and it's coming out May 4th.
Yeah.
Here's some of his new single.
Yeah, please play it.
It's called My Name.
It's called My Name. Yeah, this is the first single off the record, and that one came out March 23rd. The album comes out May 4th, and it's just, I'm looking at this little American Idol poster y'all have in the room, and it says they all start somewhere, and it's true. I mean, Idol was such a great platform for me, and now moving forward, as an independent artist, as someone who's really, really eager to have, my community that I grew up in and really have supported from the time that my family really settled down here. It's an honor to sort of be in North Carolina now and start this national project, this big project, major project, but still be based in North Carolina. So I'm very excited to have it, here.
At this point where the people that are on Idol right now, what they're going through, it always seems that at the end that the majority of people have a bad taste in their mouth by the time they're done. So what are they going through right now with the American Idol?
Because Crystal Bowersox almost quit.
I read about that. Yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
had to convince her to stay on because she was just over it. She couldn't handle, it was that much pressure. She couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, the funny thing is, I always tell people this. My season, the minute that you decided that you didn't want to be there anymore, you left. Like, it's a weird little, mental thing where the minute you decide you can't cope with it anymore, you leave.
So you mentally have to be 100% to
absolutely.
even be able to function through that?
And just, I was a little bit homesick. I was a little bit fed up with how, the judges were treating me. I was a little bit fed up with, myself. There's so much that goes into just being in this, this pressure cooker.
Isn't it, for lack of a better word, idol slavery? Because they have, if you become popular,
it's like every minute of every day you are scheduled out for something, aren't you?
I mean, that it's nice in a certain sense. I'm always someone that likes being busy, but for instance, the reason that I couldn't come on this show, for instance, when I was on Idol, is because we were so closely monitored. Yeah. And if we're sort of lent out by the powers that be over there, and when you really can't do anything for yourself, but. Yeah. That's the great thing about now is, now that I'm out of that contract and, I still keep in touch with those people. They're still, my friends. But, now that, I'm doing my own thing, it's completely independent, completely, what I want to do, my music, my schedule, my everything. And it just gives you this sense of freedom that you didn't necessarily get before. I will always forever be grateful for, like I said, that platform, because there's no other place in the world, in the universe, that you can get up in front of 30 million people and be recognized, for your talent and go on from there. But
I like Ellen, but I'm about tired of her and that Dia Gordy girl. Paula, come on, man. I think, it's like...
be happy you were part of the Paula era.
People took Paula for granted, I think
we did too.
Yeah.
Because it seems like she was always on her back medication. But okay, I'll settle that any day.
She made it entertaining for sure.
Really, I don't. Dia Gordy drives me crazy.
And nobody had chemistry like Simon and Paula.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
True.
You can't
Yeah,
recreate that.
I agree.
But I gotta say something. So when. There was one week that, do y'all remember when they were drawing on each other with crayon?
Right,
yeah.
So that stuff was kind of annoying because it was like while we were singing.
Right.
So we, we're talking about the pressure cooker. It's like you go through this entire week trying to prepare your song, and then you get up there and they're drawing on each other, and then
Disrespectful to an
it's
extent.
disrespectful,
Yeah.
and then they blast you. It's like you weren't even listening to me.
Yeah.
It's
How can you
distracting.
talk about it?
The only thing that I just am aware of, and it has to be happening, is the producers are making their decision of who's going to be there and who's going to be gone, because we never hear the numbers, during the show or afterwards.
Just like the final number,
Yeah, it's
never
like
how
they're-
it broke down.
Right. And I know how many people voted. That's terrific. That's great. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's all about making